According to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre, more than 15,000 Canadians have fallen victim to fraud in the first half of 2024, and the losses have totaled more than $284 million. Hi everyone, it's Mike Nixon here, your financial advisor. It's August, it's summer, and it's a great time to begin the annual task. That's right, I'm going to ask you to do an annual task of checking your credit bureaus. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of monitoring your credit report, and I want to share with you the top 10 crucial steps to protect yourself against identity theft and fraud. Did you know that identity theft affects thousands of Canadians every year? According to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre, Canadians reported losses of over $100 million due to identity theft in 2023 alone, and that number's been ramping up ever since. The financial and emotional impact that I've seen on clients that they have fallen prey to a scam it's devastating. It's something they lament on, they feel really bad about it, they've lost the money, of course, that's associated with it. And I want to make sure that you're taking steps to protect yourself. Recently, I just checked my own credit bureau, like I do every year, my own credit report, and it was Equifax. There's two credit bureaus, Equifax and TransUnion. And I checked it and I found an old car loan that had been paid off, and it wasn't in the Personal Property Security Act, so there was no lien against the vehicle. I sold the vehicle a long time ago, but the loan was showing as active there, and it was affecting my credit rating or my borrowing power if I needed to use that or apply for something, and I didn't even know. So it was a simple oversight, but it reminded me of how important it is to regularly review our credit reports. By catching this error, I was able to contact Equifax and have it corrected. So here are the top 10 actions you can take to prevent identity theft and protect yourself, just protect your financial well-being in general. This list is actually something I'm going to provide to you in the email that this video came in, so you can have there's a PDF version of it there that you could print off and go through when time allows. Let's get to number one. Protect your personal information. Be careful when sharing personal details such as your social insurance number, date of birth, and address, all the things that people need to develop an identity online to apply for credit, things like that. And only provide these to trusted legal authorities or financial authorities. Number two, monitor your financial accounts regularly. So regularly just go through your bank account and your credit card statement and look for any unauthorized transactions. Report any discrepancies immediately to your bank or to your credit card provider, and just take a look and see if there's anything you don't recognize. You'd be surprised at how many little things slip through here and there over the years. Number three, use strong passwords. Keep access codes, user IDs, passwords, and PINs secure. Use complex passwords and change them regularly. If you're going to use a password keeper, because it's difficult to remember all of these, and rather than keep it on your desk on a piece of paper or keep it stored in a Word document or something like that on your computer, try using a password keeper like Apple's Keychain or 1Password is a good app. And they'll also help you by pre-filling some of these things as they come up and you need to access a password while keeping all your information safe and encrypted. So be cautious. Number four, be cautious online. Avoid providing personal information via email or unfamiliar websites. Be wary of phishing scams. Phishing is when you're sent an email that says, hey, this is CRA or your bank, and we need you to log in and take care of some issue that's arisen. And if you don't do it, you'll be in trouble or you'll get a fine, something to that effect, to create a sense of urgency. Really be wary of anything like that. Number five, secure your computer and install and update antivirus and anti-malware software. Use firewalls to avoid any kind of hacking, and typically avoid using public Wi-Fi. So I've actually seen people try to hack me while I'm in a coffee shop. And so we make sure that you're accessing things, you're not using public Wi-Fi, hotspot your phone instead when you're on the road. I know it uses data, but it keeps you more secure. Number six, keep government records up to date. So ensure your address is current with all your government agencies. I've always recommended that people set up a CRA online access so that we can get information from that periodically as well to help you with your financial strategies. But also, this is something that I think makes sense for you to look at, because if there's tax receipts coming in or anything like that that looks odd, you'll see it there. Number 7, review your credit reports. Now this is very important. I want you to do this right away. So out of all the items on this list, that's something that I would love for you to tackle right now. So there's 2 credit bureaus, Equifax and TransUnion, and you can request free credit reports from both Equifax and TransUnion online. Now they will try to sell you subscriptions and credit monitoring, which is not a bad thing, but obviously there's monthly cost to that, and they are required to provide you with your credit bureau report for free. So in the email that this is being sent with, I'm going to give you both forms and the links to go on and check it online, or the forms that you can print off, fill out, mail in, and then they can mail you a hard copy of your credit bureau report. Now what's on these credit bureau reports, this is where anybody that, when you borrow money and you take a loan or a line of credit or a mortgage or anything like that, it gets registered on this credit bureau report, and you can see it on there, and you can see the status of it as well. So if there's late like penalties or anything like that, or there's a bad rating on a piece of credit, you would see it right away. And it happens more than you think, because sometimes there's small little pieces of debt that we took, consumer debt, there was a don't pay for a year event or something like that, and you may have forgotten about it altogether. So check this. And number 8, report any suspected identity theft that you see. So if you see something on there or you see something in your transactions, make sure that you report this. Notify your financial institutions. Local police and credit reporting agencies, they want to know as well, and you can also contact CRA and also the RCMP if it's a more sophisticated scam. They want to be involved. Number 9, use secure communication channels. The CRA does not ask for personal information via email, for example, so you won't get that. So your bank doesn't do that either. They don't text you asking you to log in and check something. Always use secure methods to communicate. So if somebody asks you to click on a link and check on something, don't do it. If you want to check something in your bank, go on your web browser, type in the normal link you go to or the bank's web address, and find it yourself so that you're not using a link that someone sent to you. Number 10, and the final one, is minimize your risks in daily life. So carry only essential identification documents with you. And do not write down your passwords somewhere, especially beside the thing that you would use, like beside your computer, for example. Don't use it there. So I'll tell you a brief story. I have a client that I'll just call Sarah. And Sarah noticed some unusual activity in her bank statements, and upon checking this in her credit report, she found that someone had opened several credit cards in her name. She spent months working with her bank and her credit bureau to resolve this issue, and it was very stressful for her and time-consuming when you think about the process. And this could have all been mitigated by just checking the credit report regularly. So to wrap up, I urge each of you to take these steps seriously. Check your credit bureaus annually. Start now. It's a simple yet powerful tool for protecting yourself against identity theft. It's a small effort that can save you a lot of trouble in the long run. So I'll also include a PDF summary of these top 10 actions that in the email, so you can run through those yourself on your own time. And if you ever feel like you're being propositioned or potentially scammed, whether it's a request for information or a suspicious payment request, please do not hesitate to call me or Braden Grand. We're here to help and discuss those, and I'm keenly interested in these types of scams and how they're extracting money out of people. And I find that something it's just interesting to me. So when you see those things, stay safe, give somebody a call, talk it over before you give away any information or make a payment, and enjoy the rest of your summer. Thanks, everyone.